Hello, good afternoon. This is David Soto talking to you, and today is my weekly trade predictions for the upcoming trading week of November 23rd through November 27th, 2020. Okay, and what I do right here is I will look at all the major forex currency pairs just on a 30-minute time frame, just so we can see what happened this past week. Okay, and then I will compare that to higher time frames, such as the 4-hour, daily, and weekly charts, just so I give you my idea of what I think is going to happen this coming week. So I want to start by saying that this past week was not slow, but nice and steady. So we had pretty much ranging markets across the board. Okay, everything was like, I want to say in a gridlock, because there was a lot of fight between the bulls and the bears. I think all these currencies are trying to gain strength right now. So there's a lot of gridlock, I guess is the word. But with that said, it's not a bad time to trade when you have a flat ranging market. You have to stay on the smaller time frames, but go for smaller pips, okay, when you have like this. So I just want to say that to begin with. But we look right here on EURUSD, okay, you can clearly see on the chart that the price ended pretty much where it began, right? So we have some highs and lows, as you can see here. So this is actually an excellent time to trade if you use like a 30-minute or even 15-minute chart, and you can just trade from arrow to arrow. You can sell here, close the trade, buy again, and then close the trade again, same like that. Just keep repeating that process. And this is pretty much what I had predicted last week, that we'd have mostly a ranging market, which in fact we did. Okay, I didn't know exactly how it would pan out, but it looks pretty good for a lot of trades. So this coming week, I think we'll probably see more of that. Okay, but look here on the 4-hour chart. Okay, let's look at the higher time frames real quick. Okay, the 4-hour chart shows to sell. Okay, but you can see it's been like riding in sideways fashion, right? So yes, this is slated to be going down, but it's been fighting to go up, while the US dollar has been kind of going down a little bit. So there's a lot of problems with the US dollar right now, mainly because the US presidential election has been challenged, by Donald Trump. So like the US presidential election has not actually been finalized, so we don't know exactly what's going to happen there. So there's a lot of turmoil, I guess is the word. So there's a lot of uncertainty with the US dollar right now. So I'm thinking that soon we're going to see a final outcome with this US election. Okay, and we should see the US dollar really escalate up. Okay, it's already starting to slowly trickle up, but it's going to be a long process for the US dollar to rebound. So for right now, I think we're going to see more of a range of market. Now the 4-hour shows to sell, the daily shows to sell, and the weekly also. Okay, so we can say that yes, long term this is definitely going down. But if we look at the smaller time frames, the 1 hour and below, well, 1 hour shows to buy, 30-minute shows to sell, but most of the smaller time frames are showing to buy right now. Okay, like the 1 hour shows to buy. So what I think is going to happen is in the beginning of the week, we will see this price probably escalate up a little higher. Okay, we have even though it shows to sell on 30-minute time frame, we have a resistance right here. Okay, pretty much the same resistance that it's hit several times, right? So what we're looking for is for that to hit again. Okay, and it will probably, here's that blue line I just drew on the 1 hour chart. So I'm actually looking for this to go up and touch that trend line. Okay, it's horizontal line right here. If it touches that, you will see you will see a red arrow form on the 1 hour chart. That would be an excellent time to sell. Okay, because like I said, all the higher time frames are showing you to sell, so there's no way it's going to be going up any higher. So with that said, okay, I do feel that it will be safe to both buy and sell this week. Okay, but more along the lines, you probably would want to look to sell versus buying. Okay, right now the 30-minute chart shows to sell, but I would not sell. Okay, I would probably keep it on the 1 hour chart to be safe. Okay, and wait till you have a red arrow on the 1 hour chart and then place a sell trade. and then you can close that trade when you get the opposite blue arrow to buy. Okay, so you want to sell high and buy low, basically. Okay, now once you get a signal to buy, you can repeat that process. Wait a few hours just to make sure the indicator does not repaint, and then you can place another buy trade and close it when you get the next red arrow. Okay, so to summarize for the EURUSD this week, we want to keep the charts on a 1 hour time frame. Okay, and you can both buy and sell. Okay, just for right now, in the beginning of the week, wait until you get a red arrow here on this horizontal line. Okay, moving on to GBPUSD. Again, we see more or less a flat range of market. Okay, now the price did escalate some. Okay, and this is because the US dollar sank a little bit, allowing the GBP to gain. So we see here we had a nice uptrend going in towards the latter half of the week. Now the price seems to hit a pretty strong resistance right here, but the price had hit a higher resistance right here. So there's a good chance that it could go even higher. Now if we look at the 4 hour chart, check this out. The 4 hour chart shows to sell. Now we see I can mark this right here. We see a strong resistance right here. Okay, so we're looking for that to escalate up. Okay, the 30-minute, 1 hour, everything shows to sell pretty much. But even though I would still expect this to go up a little bit higher. Okay, now if we look at the daily chart, same thing. It shows to sell, and it had dropped and then just kind of like escalated back up. Okay, to this same point. Now this point here on the daily chart is higher. There is a chance, that a slim possibility that it could go even higher. Okay, that's why I'm saying that. Okay, I'm not a fortune teller, but there is a chance it could go higher. Now the weekly shows to buy. Okay, but we see right here in this point it had hit pretty much the same level of resistance that it hit before. So in essence, this really is a sell, although it could go higher, and if it does, it would probably form a red arrow on the weekly chart. We don't know. Okay, but I do expect this to be dropping this week. Okay, just because majority of the time frames are showing the sell right now. Okay, I would not look to buy the GBPUSD this week. Okay, so keep that in mind. So basically what's going to happen is the GBPUSD is going to go escalate up in the beginning of the week on Monday. Okay, I do feel that it will definitely go up, and then we should see it hit this resistance. Okay, and 30-minute probably will repaint. I don't know, I'm guessing it will, and maybe we'll have another red arrow form on the 1 hour chart. So that is my best prediction for this one. Okay, so when you get the signal to sell on the 1 hour, or it hits this resistance, okay, I'll probably wait till about the London session to place a trade, place a sell trade, and then you can hold that until you get the next blue arrow on the 1 hour chart. Okay, it'll probably take a day or two for that to happen. Okay, so do not expect it to, you know, just drop all of a sudden. So you can definitely gain some pips on the way down. And then, like I said, you can just, once you get the blue arrow, once you place a sell trade and then you close it on the blue arrow, you can wait a while and then place another buy trade and just repeat the process. Okay, so I do expect mostly range of markets this week, so it is safe to both buy and sell, but I would probably stick to the 1 hour chart versus the 30-minute. Okay, just for this week only. If you go to AUDUSD, okay, Australian dollar versus the US dollar, we see the price ended almost exactly where it began, and we had a lot of highs and lows. Good time to both buy and sell. So in essence, it's a flat range of market, but we see right here the price came up, hit a resistance, which is lower than the previous two. Okay, we had this red arrow, which is higher. This one's lower, and this one's lower. So that means it's kind of like slowly stepping down, working its way down, right? So I'm thinking it's going to be going down. We see right here that it's kind of like fighting its way down right now. Of course, this was at the close of the market on Friday, and the market is pretty slow at that point. So will it go up anymore, or will it keep dropping? Is the bigger question. Now, if we look here on the 4-hour chart, let me close out these lines right here. The 4-hour chart, again, it shows the sell, and it's been showing that for quite a while. Okay, and the price already escalated back up to the same resistance. If I mark this level of resistance right here, we see that, you know, it's pretty strong. There's a good chance that this price could escalate back up to this resistance line. Okay, the 1 hour shows to buy. Okay, and that's why I say that the 30-minute shows to sell, but the 1 hour shows to buy. Okay, so we can expect this to go up. Okay, it does look like it's starting to drop right now, and opening hours, beginning of the market on Monday, we probably will see this drop some and then rebound and come back up. That's what I'm thinking what's going to happen. Okay, now if you look at the daily chart, again, it shows the sell, and it's pretty much riding in a sideways fashion. Okay, it dropped some and then came back up to the same level of resistance. Now we do see on the daily chart the price was higher at this point right here where the red arrow is. So again, there is a chance that it could go even higher. Okay, we don't know. We look at the weekly chart, however, you know, it has a strong signal to sell. So we are at a pretty strong level of resistance already. Okay, so I would not look to buy right now. Okay, so what you can do is put your chart on a 1 hour time frame. Again, put it on the 1 hour time frame. Wait until you get a signal to sell. Okay, this will take, you know, a greater half of Monday before you get the signal to sell. Okay, and you know, I'd wait at least through the London session to see what happens. Okay, and then when you get the signal to sell on the 1 hour chart, you can go ahead and place your sell trade. Okay, then close that trade when you get the opposite blue arrow again, and just repeat that process. Okay, very, very simple. So overall, keep your charts on a 1 hour time frame, and you can both buy and sell this week. Okay, now look at USD CHF. Okay, US dollar versus the Swiss franc. Again, we see everything was, you know, pretty much on a flat range market, pretty tight. Okay, so there's a lot of, like I said, there's a lot of uncertainty going on with the US dollar right now. Okay, so a lot of people are kind of skeptical about investing in the US dollar right now. So, and that's to be good. I mean, that's to be expected. That's the word I'm looking for. It's to be expected because the U.S. presidential election has not been finalized. Since Donald Trump is now challenging the votes, there's a lot of you know, turmoil going on, and investors are not sure if they should, you know, really put their money into the U.S. dollar as a safe haven right now. But I do feel that once this presidential election is 100% finalized, and we know the final outcome, then you will see the U.S. dollar escalate more. Okay. Also, with the U.S. dollar, we're waiting for a second stimulus package to be approved. We've been waiting for several months now. Now there are a lot of talks, you know, in the government to get this done. Okay, and the new president-elect Joe Biden has really pushed forward now, just in the last few days, has pushed Congress to approve the second stimulus package. So we can expect, hopefully soon, in the next couple weeks, that they will actually pass the stimulus package. Okay, it seems like they will pass it, but who knows? So if they do pass that, it will put more money into the U.S. economy. Okay, and when that happens, you're going to see the value of the U.S. dollar gain traction. Okay, so long term, we can definitely expect this to be going up. So what's going to happen in the short term? Well, if you look here on the 4 hour chart, okay, we have a signal to buy. Okay, and it did shoot up. That was a nice spike. Okay, I did gain some profit on that one, but we see it kind of just dropped off and died out. Okay, and just fizzled out. And now it's just been riding sideways here for the past week or two. Now, the daily chart shows to buy, the weekly chart shows to buy. So we know that long term this is going to go up. Okay, it's just going to be a matter of time. So what do we do for this week? Okay, well, for this week, again, I think it's going to be safe to both buy and sell. Use the 1 hour chart. Right now it shows to sell, so wait until you get a buy signal. Okay, you can see right here we got a pretty strong support line. All right, hit the support several times. So what I'm thinking is, in the beginning of the week on Monday, we're going to see the price drop, and it will touch. And you could actually sell right now if you wanted to, but to be safe, I would probably just wait until you get a buy signal, because like I said, all the higher time frames are showing to buy. So you want to wait until you get that buy signal, place your trade, and then close it when you get the opposite red arrow to sell. All right, and then just repeat that process. Okay, so this week you should be safe to both buy and sell using the 1 hour chart. Okay, moving on to US dollar, Japanese yen. Now this is a little bit different here. We see the price slowly dropped off and then just kind of flatlined. Okay, bottomed out, and it was very little movement here towards the end of the week. So what does that mean? Well, that means that we're at a pretty strong level of support right now. Okay, and this price should be going back up. I say should. Okay, US dollar, Japanese yen follows some different rules, different patterns than other USD pairs, but overall the US dollar should be gaining traction. If we look here on the 4 hour chart, okay, the 4 hour chart shows to sell and never formed a blue arrow. Okay, but I'm thinking, this is only me, I'm thinking that we have a strong level of support right here. See this candle hit the support here? This candle had dropped and hit this support here. So I know that this is a strong support. And if we look here on the 1 hour chart, or 30-minute, 15-minute, no. Anyways, pretty much all the time frames are showing to buy, but I have a feeling in the back of my mind that this will probably drop some more and hit that trend line. Okay, hit that support line. I don't know, but we're looking for the 4 hour chart to form a blue arrow. Regardless, though, we are pretty much at a solid support anyhow. So I think on the 4 hour chart it's going to drop some more, and then we will see this, you know, hit. If we had looked at EURUSD before, I showed you this was going to go up. Well, if this one goes up, US dollar is going to go down. Okay, same with GBPUSD. If GBPUSD goes up, US dollar is going to go down. AUDUSD, okay, Australian dollar should be going up in the beginning of the week. If it does, US dollar is going to drop. So with that said, I think US dollar is going to drop some in the beginning of the week, and we should see a blue arrow form on the 4 hour chart. Okay, that'll be a very good time to buy. If you look at the daily chart, it says to buy. You look at the weekly chart, it says to buy. Okay, and I've been saying that for quite some time. So all indicators are pretty much showing to buy the US dollar, Japanese yen right now. I would not look to sell this week. Okay, so wait. Okay, I would probably wait till at least the London session or even US session to start, okay, on Monday before you place any trades. Okay, see what this is going to do, if it's going to drop some more or go up or whatever. But overall, I do feel that this will be in a flat range of market this week. I did not see any big trends developing. So wait, you know, wait a while, place a buy trade. Once you place your buy trade, wait till the opposite red arrow forms. Using the 30-minute chart, because it's such a small movement right now, stick to a 30-minute chart for this pair only. Okay, simply because it's such a tight range of market. Okay, so do not expect huge gains or huge pips or huge profits trading this pair. Probably you'd want to stay away from this pair just because it's not a lot of movement right now. Okay, so you're not going to get a lot of profit out of this pair, but you can trade it, you can get profit. And like I said, I would probably wait a while, place the buy trade, and then close it when you get the next red arrow on the 30-minute chart. Okay, once you get the red arrow, wait a little while, place into a sell trade, and close it on the opposite blue arrow. Just keep repeating that process. Okay, so again, you can both buy and sell the US dollar Japanese yen using the 30-minute chart this week. Okay, now last I'm going to look at US dollar versus the Canadian dollar. Now we see here that we're pretty much a flat range market. This is a perfect setup for both buying and selling, and pretty much like scalping the market. This is good because you can get in and out of the trade pretty much the same day, okay, within 24 to 48 hours, and you can avoid a lot of swap fees by trading this method. So you could sell, example, you could sell here, close the trade here, buy, close, sell, close, buy again. Now we see right here the price is already going up, and it should go up a little bit more. Okay, so this is slightly different than what we just seen a minute ago. What we see here, I'm a little suspicious because we see the price starting to drop now. Now if we look at the higher time frames, the 1 hour here shows a sell. So that's a good indication that this will be dropping. Okay. Now the 4 hour chart shows the buy, the daily shows the buy, and the weekly shows the buy. So meaning long term this is going to be going up. Okay, we know that the US dollar is planning to go up. Okay, it's just a matter of time right now. So again, I would not look to sell the US dollar Canadian dollar this week. At least not in the beginning opening hours of the week. If you put it on a 1 hour chart, it shows to sell, which it probably will drop now. Okay, we had this red arrow, but see 30 minutes shows to go up. So I don't know. We have a resistance. Let me mark that right here. Okay, that's our resistance right there. Same on the 1 hour chart. But I'm actually looking for this to drop. Okay, looking for the US dollar Japanese yen to drop some. I'm looking for a US dollar Swiss franc to drop some in the beginning of the week. So the US dollar Canadian dollar probably would do the same thing. Okay, it's probably going to drop back down in the beginning of the week on Monday. Okay, that's my best educated guess right here. And we have a strong support right here. Okay, now will it drop that far? Most likely, I'm not sure. Okay, but either way, keep your chart on a one hour time frame. Wait until you get a signal to buy. Okay, and then you can place your buy trade and close it on the opposite red arrow. Okay, so and just repeat that process. So basically, summarize, you can both buy and sell this week using a 1 hour time frame. Okay, just at the beginning of the week, do not sell right now. Okay, yes, you could, but that's kind of getting the gambling. If you had sold right here, maybe. Okay, I don't know, but thing is, to be safe right now, I would wait until I get a buy signal and then place your trade, simply because the higher time frames are shown to buy. Okay, we want to buy according to the higher time frames. Now here's one thing you can do. This a little trick or a little tip, if you will. You could put, I'm going to move this right here, but I can take this horizontal line and bring it up a little bit. Okay, see this candle right here? There's a support here, support here, support there. So this is also another support line. Okay, going by the candles. And what you can do is you can put a buy limit pending order right in here. Okay, and what that would do is when the price drops, it will activate a buy trade, and it might drop a little bit more, and you have a slight drawdown. Excuse me, but eventually the prices will go back up. Okay, and you can put a take profit up here somewhere underneath this support line. I would not put it right on that, this resistance. I would not put it right on that resistance line. I put a take profit a little ways below. But you could technically get, let's say you place a buy trade here, you put a take profit there, so you can get about 500 pips or points in profit for this week just on one single trade. Now your first trade would be buy. When you get the next red arrow to sell, then you can sell again. Okay, so for this week, I do feel that it will be safe to both buy and sell using the 1 hour time frame. Just in the beginning of the week, do not sell right away. Okay, just wait for that buy signal on the 1 hour chart and then place your trade. Okay, so that summarizes or concludes my weekly trade predictions. If you need me to look at another currency pair that I did not go over here, please hit me up on Facebook. There is a link below in the description of this video for my personal Facebook. Please contact me there first. Also, there's a link for my private Facebook group. You can request to join my Facebook group and post any questions or comments in my Facebook group. So this way, me, you, or my team, we can all collaborate together and we can all discuss this in an open discussion, which I would love to do with you. So with that said, I hope you have a wonderful week trading ahead. Please let me know I can help you. Thank you.